they say which facility?
No.
Did they say how they were going to get it paid up?
No, they're working on funds. They're trying to get funds.
So they're going to ask for like donations or cash outs probably, and ask people to hand out during this time.
It's like that paper thing.
So are you first on the list then?
No, I'm not even on the list. They said they're not taking no more people. And
what about the next spot that they're going to get?
The next spot, and she says it's first come, first serve. So, because she had once got the community service.
Did you get a contact for somebody in there so you could get first serve or what?
No. The only thing is those names on that paper.
I see.
Yeah, if you guys, there's absolutely, I got a guy that was on the bus just now, and he just got released out of the hospital. He's epileptic. He's had 2 seizures, nobody around helped him, and somebody, a stranger happened to see him. They got him in that ambulance, and he beat himself up pretty bad during the seizure. He has nowhere to go.
Where are you off to now?
Right now, I'm going to walk down over here. The little guy that just left.
Here, I got you.
Him and his girl, those 2 youngsters, they were thrown out of here. Oh gosh, it was 2 weeks ago. And they were out there in the corner right there. He built a little tent, put all their boxes and everything around, and just so his girl could be warm. And they're a young couple, and he's trying really hard. He goes out there at truck stop, tries to ask people if he can help load or if they could clean trucks, anything. You know?
So are you going somewhere warm after this somewhere?
I'm going to tell you, just as soon as I can get myself into a place, my little income will pay low income.
So they just don't have any rooms here for you.
They didn't offer you a bed in there?
They don't have any, she said.
What about the organizers? Don't they, they have a house or something, maybe offer you a room to stay in?
I would hit what was that guy's name? I would ask him, maybe he could let you use his garage or something.
I know it would have been nice. If I had a car, I went through 4 cars this past 5 years. I let people stay in my car. I've blown up. I blew 5 tires out.
He let you stay in your garage, in his garage, I'm sure, if you asked him. He's letting people stay here,
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? I wish they would. If I had a garage in the house, believe me, people would be sprawled out. I'd have rules and regulations. People would have choice.
Next time I was curious if any of the people here were asking to work or any of the hospital services around here.
I haven't heard none of them do that, and I told them, people would be more apt to help them folks out here that are homeless if they would pick up their garbage and do something, like go to Portland Avenue. You look at that mess down there by the pilot, them people are just piling garbage up around those camps. And you got tourists, we got elders, you got kids coming around. So why can't they pick up after themselves? I'm sure they wasn't raised that way. And I thought about it. I thought about even having a little thing like, hey, when they pick up the little garbage, I got $25 for you. That'll give an incentive, but
they should do that here. Start some work programs. They could come down and
there you go.
Thanks for talking.
Take care. God bless. Are you guys with Tacoma Housing now, or volunteer?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And your name? I'm Josh, by the way.
I'm Skidder.
Skidder, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And you? Mo? Oh, nice to meet you. So, what is your position in Tacoma Housing now? You guys have an actual role, or are you just volunteers opening up your services for anything?
Tacoma Housing Now is a coalition, so we're all volunteers.
Okay. But you don't have like a specific role in a volunteer program, or you're set to do any specific task?
Everyone helps with what's needed.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's here. So you guys are just all independent center?
Yeah, just a citizen.
Since we saw what was happening, read a news article, wanted to come down to see what was going on.
Cool. Yeah, we feed people, we keep them warm, we're keeping them off the street, and not dying, which is what's going on.
Tough time for everybody right now, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I'm new to this whole thing. Like, I had a whole bunch of people telling me to come down, and there was like a homeless kind of housing thing going on. So one of the things that I heard was that, so it was on Christmas Eve, right? When everybody first came, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So, and then I heard that the rooms were paid for on Christmas Eve, but then I was told that since then nothing's been paid. So
yes, that bill has been sent to the city of Tacoma, as it is their responsibility to house their Tacoma residents. They've said that it is a state of emergency for the last 2-3 years, and they have done nothing. So this is us pressing them to do something, because people are dying in the streets and they're not doing anything about it. So we're going to do something to make sure people aren't dying on the streets from bleeding to death.
So can I ask, how do you feel about taking over a private business? And I'm not aware of the
so they were
wait, let me finish my question. Before the pandemic, I wasn't aware. Was the building being occupied before all this situation? Or
the building owner actually applied to become pandemic housing before all this started. He was not making any money. enough money to keep the stores open. There was almost somebody in here. And the people who were in here, you can imagine. So this is now...
I'm sorry, I can imagine what.
The people who were in here are, there's a lot of people who are saying that there's a lot of crime going on or whatever. It's the exact same amount of levels it's always been.
Do you live in this area right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah, I do.
So how do you feel then? I mean, I understand that maybe he applied for it. Was it denied or?
No, the city never got back to him.
They never got back to him.
Yeah.
So do you think he then obviously you think he supports you with what's going on right now?
Our
Or has he
relationship.
shown his support to you guys?
He's shown his support in many ways, and there's just been a few worries about the building that we've complied with.
Is he willing to open up more rooms as they come available to you guys? Have you guys
I am not aware of
negotiated
that
that?
information.
Has the city responded to you guys yet?
Not at all. We've reached out.
Yeah. Do you guys expect a response from the city?
We're hoping for one.
Has the city like given like inclinations like they might be willing to do that? Like, have you guys heard anything at all or any like idea that the city might be all about it?
I have a feeling they're going to come up with some other options for us.
Like what?
Are you willing to explore those other options?
Of course.
So what is the goal for this facility right now?
Our goal for this is to make sure that all of the people that we're housing right now are in a better situation than when we housed them. Because they're living on what is currently what used to be Hooverville. They're digging up trash from when Hoovervilles were a thing. So this has been a problem in our area for at least a century. So Tacoma needs to step up and do something about it. So our goal here is to make sure that these people are in a better situation than living under a brick and freezing to death.
Can I ask, have you experienced homelessness yourself? Are you homeless?
I have. I am not currently.
Okay. So have you offered your shelter for any of these people?
Oh, I don't have any extra room. I can barely afford rent myself. I'm unemployed. And I might be homeless next month for all I know.
Are you unemployed because of the virus or?
I am. I was laid off while I had COVID.
Wow. Does Tacoma have a Tacoma 5? Like, does the area, are there shelters like around here?
There's many shelters. Most of them do not take single women, families. All of these people are a community and they like to stay together. They're a family. And most shelters make you break up from people that you know and go into unsafe situations. Not most shelters, but some. So what they're wanting right now is to be able to stay together as a community because they love each other.
And are you concerned with maybe, are you grouping anybody in the building together? Or are they kind of isolated by themselves?
Yeah, that is why we chose a hotel and not just a giant building, so that there would be some form of isolation going on. The residents are adults and they're allowed to, do whatever they want to do. They can make their own choices as far as safety goes. We as volunteers, keep on PPE, alcohol, all of that.
And the hotel they're not offering their services for cleaning obviously afterwards since you're not paying the bill, or are they currently
I
offering
don't know. I've seen maids going in and out of the room, but I don't know for sure.
in the rooms you guys are
I
occupying?
don't know for sure.
Are there any?
I wasn't here during the cleaning shift.
Are any of the volunteers, like such as yourself, are you guys offering any of your services for the building, or?
We haven't been asked for anything. We are trying to provide laundry for residents. We are making sure that the residents keep their rooms clean and in good repair and not moving anything around.
Like local laundry, or
Yeah, we've had inspections. Everything's gone above board.
So inspections from the local city officials, or
From the hotel owners.
Oh, okay.
The city has not talked to us.
Well, when you say inspections, I think like city inspector, health inspector, or something like that.
No.
Just to make
Just some of the
Like a room
hotels.
check,
clean and
like you do in college.
Do you guys, so like, how many people do you have in each room?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, okay, I'll rephrase the question. So let's say a typical room has 2 beds in it. Are you also like allowing people to like go in on the floor and like sleep in bags and stuff like that too?
I'm not in the rooms. For my own personal safety, I do not go in the rooms.
The only reason I asked was because the two ladies that walked by, the one lady that we were talking to, she said that you guys didn't have any more room, and I've seen some
More rooms.
Okay.
She is, since she's not affiliated with them, we're not going to make her go and sleep with somebody
That she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. That would be irresponsible, especially during COVID.
Also, everybody here knows each other?
Yes. They have been a group of people for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
They've lived together.
different
Yeah.
locations.
Multiple different locations where they've been moved through and around.
So they all have a relationship, and would there be any possibility of like maybe condensing some of them, so like you'd be able to have more room for like her and.
We have kind of
We're
zoned
at
out
capacity.
rooms as we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just until we work to get more rooms, which I don't think is going to happen. There's just no more room for more people.
Now, did you guys have plans for occupying any other buildings, or is this just?
Not at this time.
Because the lady that came out here earlier, right after she left here, she mentioned you guys said that you guys were looking forward to occupying another building. You guys were in the works.
No. We said we were looking forward to the options the city would provide that maybe would become available to her then. Yeah.
What do you guys wanting from the city? Like, what do you think that they will be able to provide?
I'd like them to. You can go to Tacoma Housing now and see all 7 of our demands.
Yeah.
But mainly right now we're wanting a community land trust.
Is that on Facebook?
Yeah.
Tacoma Housing Now?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Have you guys discussed the budget within your organization for like? You guys are obviously doing this. Is your foreseeable plans after you get city to pay for this to try to maybe possibly give us another go, considering you would say it was a success in your eyes?
We are a direct action coalition, so I'd be surprised if there are no more direct actions in our future. I will not say what those direct actions will be because I do not know.
What would it take? So you guys want the city to pay the bill, right? I get that. So if the city pays the bill, okay. So let me try to ask this correctly. The only way to get everybody out is for the city to provide them somewhere to go, right? Is that what I'm getting from all of that? And otherwise, what, you guys are just gonna stay, period, no matter what? Kind of like a sit-in, like a strike? Okay.
I think everyone's risk levels are their own to assess.
Any resources after just occupying the building now that you're going to offer outside the building?
Not at liberty to say.
The mental resources for anybody with mental issues or health resources.
We currently
outside
have
the building?
many medics and mental health professionals who are volunteers here who are trying to do
Licensed
their best.
professionals?
Yes.
Because my whole point is
There's
that
always a licensed medic on staff.
they'll be here and your goal is
In
to
fact,
occupy.
one of those licensed medics has been working with this group and knows each of their individual conditions and is helping them when nobody else can.
So my point is your goal is just to occupy the space, but I wanted to see if you had some after effect that you're looking to. Because obviously you could occupy a building.
This is the pressure we're putting on to get those things.
So are you taking that responsibility on, or currently, or are you asking somebody else to take that responsibility on moving forward after you say
Our
have these people?
coalition is currently taking care of it, and as we move forward, we hope the city will step up and take it.
Okay, so you'll take the responsibility currently. What you're saying?
Are
We
you
shouldn't have to, but we are.
are you guys also, like you said, you got volunteers and the medic and stuff? Are you guys on site 24/7, or all of you? Are you guys aren't shifting through, like everybody's just staying and okay, cool. So that way you always have somebody here no matter what.
Have you both been here since the day of the occupying the rooms?
Are you guys getting any outside help? Are you getting people like donating supplies and money and stuff like that? You're getting some support?
And if you got enough resources internally, would you guys pay for the building, or are you going to still ask the city pay for the buildings?
Dude, if we got enough donations for that, hell yeah. But
You would take the responsibility on first. You wouldn't ask the city to do it.
I think it's the city's responsibility.
But I'm asking if you had the resources.
That's not my money or my call to make. I'm
But
just
if you could
volunteering.
make that call, would you make that call?
I'm not going to say right now.
I'm just curious.
You guys have anything else?
No, thank you guys very much for
Appreciate it.
a lot of curious people out there for sure. And, a lot of rumors and stuff. So I mean, it's good to get the what's really going on, and yep, it's good.
Just, people shouldn't be on the street. Housing is human right.
Do you think that the majority, what percentage would you say of people who are homeless by choice? 0 or
No, it's
some?
zero. It's definitely not zero, but I don't know the demographic enough to be able to say that. You'd have
Now,
to
are you guys vetting any of the individuals that are coming to stay here, or if they're a part of the group, do they get to stay? Are they background checks, anything like that?
That's not a
Obviously,
question I can answer.
are you guys screening for COVID or anything like that?
Yes.
Are you testing for COVID here? Or?
Before we came in, we all did tests.
I'm talking about the individuals staying here. Are they
Yes.
getting COVID tests regularly?
Regularly is funny, but no. I, as a person who am more privileged than a lot of these people, have a hard time going to get COVID tested.
I'm
When
just
you don't
curious
have
if
a
you guys are
car, if
offering
you don't have a
any of
car or insurance or anything, it's kind of hard to find testing. But yes, they have had tests, and we're taking every precaution we can. Everyone's has received masks, hand sanitizer, gloves, all of the things.
Cool.
Have a good night, guys.
You too. All right, so that door open right there is that's the base for it. I was surprised kind of that they came out and talked to us. Yeah, a little different. So for those of you who have no idea what's happening right now, we are in Tacoma, Washington, Fife technically, and we're at the Travel Lodge here, and this charity, I guess you could call it, group came and rented a couple rooms. I think I don't remember the exact number, but it was a few. I want to say 8 or 18. It's one or the other. And they rented the rooms on Christmas Eve and have stayed. They rented them for one night, and they have not left. They have occupied the building, the rooms, since then. And they refused to leave. And they decided that they're going to build a city for all of it. When I first got here, when I first got live, we were talking to a couple ladies that got some supplies or whatever from them. And they said that they didn't have room or anything like that for them to go. So they were off to find whatever, or probably go back to their camp, wherever they were at. And yeah, so their demands, I'm going to go check out their demands. Dude's got some blown out speakers. But they got some demands. I guess they have 7 demands. But the main one is that the city will be paying the tab, and the city must provide this group shelter. So here's another thing. So this is a very exclusive group of people. These are all one community, apparently, one camp or something, that have been together for a long time. And they're not allowing anybody else in from the outside if they don't know them. So it's not very inclusive, shall we say. But they've, there's been a couple people that are all coming to that door. They've been handed stuff. Do they call themselves the Riot Starters? No, they do not. It's the Tacoma Housing Coalition, or Tacoma Housing Now, or something like that. I'll have to go back and see what they said. But, my thing is, I used to manage hotels a long time ago. A little fun fact about me. I used to manage hotels, and if you had people occupying a room without paying it, you would call the police, and the police would come and evict them. Or your security will, if you have security. What's super funny is that I'm going to go ahead and walk over here really quick, and I'm going to show you guys something funny. So, we got a hotel right here. It's being occupied. It's got a bunch of people who aren't paying their rent and whatever, and are staying. And down here on the street, oh, it's too much walking. I think you guys can see it. There's a little blue sign over here. I don't know if you can read it. It says police. So, police station's like right over there. So my question is, to all you wonderful Back the Blue people, why aren't the blue enforcing the law? I mean, it's not hard. It's not extremely difficult to evict a couple people. It's extremely illegal. These people are literally trespassing. And weird. Yeah, I know. You know, a lot of people say, you know, that there's just following orders, like it's you know, comparing them with Nazis or whatever, but I don't understand exactly how ridiculous that is. How many of you have jobs? How many of you wear masks at your jobs? Take your mask off. So you do it. So, yeah, you're not going to. You're following orders. So, yep. The cops do have to make a choice. You're correct. There's actually a cop from up here who did make a choice. He did a video and he was talking about, he called out his other fellow law enforcement officers saying, you know, follow your oath, follow the Constitution, stand up, do your thing. He got canned. He got canned really quick, but he had the balls to do it. He had the balls to actually sit there and speak out against the tyranny. I believe more cops should do that for sure. But you have to ask yourselves, guys, you got to ask yourselves, you're backing the blue, but is the blue backing you? I wear a thin blue line flag for one reason, and that's because I choose to honor the men and women who have died on the line, under line of duty. So if you have the police and they're not following constitutional orders and they're not following their oath and they're not enforcing the law and they're standing there and arresting a couple conservatives because they're on the street and they're sitting there watching Antifa literally beat down one guy, think about it. I mean, it's common sense. Not every cop is good. Not every cop is bad. That's just plain and simple. I have a lot of cops that are friends. I really wish that we would have more officers standing up for what's right, actually protecting and serving, enforcing the law, doing what they gotta do. But as it is right now, with a lot of the things that have been happening, I don't know. Back to Blue's dying. Back to Blue, that movement is dying. There's a lot of conservatives that are doing just, they're not liking it. And there's a reason. Personally, I'm a big fan of bringing back beat cops. Neighborhood cops, all they do is walk around a beat, get to know their neighbors, enforce the law in the neighborhood, so on and so forth. I'm not a fan of the patrols and just cops, you know, cops moved. We need to bring back some more Andy Griffiths. Cops changed. Now you see a cop and cop comes behind you and you get worried, right? Cop, you know, even though you're not doing anything wrong, cops shouldn't be somebody that you're afraid of as a normal, everyday citizen. I love beat cops. Beat cops are the way to go. I did drive all the way up to Fife. When I was live streaming down at the Lewis County Courthouse for Spiffies, I had a whole bunch of people telling me to come up here, so here I am, outside of the travel lodge that is currently being occupied by homeless and a Housing Now Coalition people, I guess. Do I think cops are in fear? I think cops definitely are in fear. I also think that cops are I think they're afraid of a lot of things. And I think main thing is they're afraid of losing their jobs. So people come up, they give them some stuff. Oh, a piece of pizza. Look at that. Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Pull the fire alarm. Oh, they won't move them. They won't touch them at all. Apparently, the police said that they're going to negotiate. They're not going to actually do anything. They're not going to evict them. They're negotiating. That's the new normal here in the West Coast, everybody. The new normal on the West Coast is negotiate with terrorists. Negotiate with Chaz. Negotiate with Raz in Portland. Negotiate with these guys. That's what it's all about. Negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. Oh, raid. Are you kidding me? There's no raids anymore. They don't do that. Hit the breakers and run like hell. Yeah. Thank you, Chrysanthemum. Means a lot. Definitely, I'll pay for the gas to get up here. I live a little ways south of here by a lot. 2 hours. Dope district. You're all upset about a bunch of homeless people squatting in a hotel you don't own. Well, see, that's the thing. People on the right believe in a little thing called private property. We don't have to own it. We believe in what's right and wrong. So if it's right, then it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You don't have to own it. If somebody is doing somebody harm, then it's bad. And that's what people are upset about. People are upset about doing others harm. It's logical. So what if it's not our private property? The owner tried to kick them out. He called the police, and the police said no. So, yeah. Yes, they can. Usually most hotels are grids. It's not usually one breaker per room, even though each room might have an individual breaker system, but like the main control is usually like 3 or 4 or 5 rooms, typically. So, yeah.
Hotel owners in on it, dude. It's gotta be. No fucking way.
No, as far as I heard, the hotel owner called the cops and tried to get the cops in, and the police chief said that they weren't going to act.
Yeah, no.
So the latest thing I heard was that the hotel owner is going to pretty much close down the whole hotel, turn off the power and the water.
He needs to.
He does need
If
to.
he needs to. I believe he's not in on it, but at this point, I feel like he's almost looking at like a full cake here. Like if he can get all these rooms filled up and paid every single day. These people said they're not leaving. There is no solution for a lot of those people in there that is quick or timely.
That's right.
They got tons of rehabilitation, and that's why I asked those girls, like, are you just gonna occupy? Like, what's your goal after?
Yeah, you're gonna kick it back out on the street once they get a house and just gonna, that's it, we're done. Fix their problem.
This is a long...
Well, and it's all one group. Like that's the part that got me.
That's
it's
the thing got
one
me too.
group.
It's one group of 40 individuals. That sounds to me like I don't know. I don't want to pass judgment, but you got to be really skeptical and suspicious when you're saying 40 homeless individuals teaming up together.
Yeah.
We're from Seattle, homelessness is nothing new to us. I mean, I don't want to pass judgment, but again, I've had my share of experience in the world, and it isn't all rainbows and unicorns, I'll tell you that.
Well, I went and did a documentary. It's one of the reasons why I asked about the choice thing. I went and did a documentary in Portland, and it started out just being like, look at Portland, it's a shithole. Look how gross it is.
Yeah, right.
And then it turned into, like, we started talking to, interviewing the homeless people, and it turned into, don't ever help a homeless person.
Yeah.
Like, it just turned into that, because they were just like, yeah, dude, I got these games, I got these cons that I do. I choose to be homeless. Why would I not be? And I'm like, what?
Jaded by it. They get jaded by it.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. Like, this one dude, he was like, yeah, this person gave me a van. And so I got this van, and I go to every single one of the food drops, and I load up, and then I sell it to other homeless people. And I'm like, I'm sorry?
Yeah. Well, I used to drive by Wallingford, and a guy told me that him and his buddies was panhandle on the corner and make like almost $100 an hour together. Then they'd rent one apartment together to do their drugs out of, and then they'd only have to pay, each of them spend like $10 a month on rent, you know? They have like 40 people using his house and use it as a stash spot. They're the spot to go hang out.
Now, this is a low budget. The city could put pass the buck, occupied. Down here.
My question though is
This
really,
guy's in on it.
this is not their end. This is just the start.
Yeah.
What do they, for the 40 individuals, is that all they care about? Because it's going to continue after that, you know? You don't just stop here if that's your goal. And if you say you're a direct action coalition, you have no more action after this, you're lying to yourself.
Oh no, they said even if everything gets done, they'll still find more action to be
Yeah,
to
they
be
just didn't
action.
tell us what it was. That's what gives me a sense of how organized they really are over here. That they've really just commandeered rooms, you know? And like I said, I think they must have paid the guy in cash because, you know, I don't think anybody would have put that on their credit card.
Oh, for
They
sure.
probably swindled the guy at the front, like, hey, can we get 16 rooms? The guy's like, what the fuck? Like, here, we'll give you $2,000. We got it from some cash apps in Portland, some Venmo accounts streaming. Take $2,000, and then the guy got juked because the next day he's got nobody to charge a credit card to, and then they're not moving. So it's like he had to have known that, you know, took that risk.
Yep.
I don't think he was happy about the situation. I don't think he is, but at the same time, it's an evolving situation. It's an evolving situation where it's becoming like, I mean, you gotta look at it logistically and be like, man, if you own this building, obviously you're not doing very well at pandemic. You know, she said that he already applied for COVID housing, and if that's true, then he was already looking for some sort of support, or, you know, I don't think he was doing it, you know, strictly on good faith. You know, there's probably a need and was offering his hotel for that. And you know, if he didn't get it originally, it's like when this shows up on your doorstep unannounced, you know, and you were thinking about it before, it's like, well, you know, now they have to do it. You know? They don't really have a choice. At least he feels maybe he doesn't have a choice.
So I got people saying that the owner said he was about to go out of business because of the vagrants. The hotel owner asked for help. The cops said no. It should matter.
I don't think it's just because of them either. You know, I don't know. Nobody's really doing good in hotel business in a pandemic.
It's true.
Nobody's doing that good in the hotel business.
Not in this area either. This is
This-
literally
not in this area, no.
This is like Hookerville, USA, heroin needles, and yeah, that's what these buildings are for. The people paid for them.
Yeah, so it sounds to me like it could be a perfect storm that's brewing for the owner. You know, I mean, not that he wants to, but he's put in a precarious situation where, I mean, what's the guy gonna do? Kick a bunch of people out? He can't physically do that. The cops won't do anything about it. I mean, if he takes the next extreme steps and shuts the power or turns the water off or turns the heat off or whatever he has power over him, then he can't occupy any other room. So it's only cutting his feet off, you know? It's like, you know, to try to get them out. And these people, you know, I don't think that they'll just get out if that's the case. So it's like, his hands are so tied in that way, and it's like, you know, he's gonna be the bad guy. It's not gonna end well. So it's like, you know, in this situation where it's life or death, people's businesses are on the line, you know, and his employees' livelihoods are on the line, you know. He could just say, hey, let's just go with it. Let's see if we can get the funding from the state. I think that's why he's towing the line so much, is because he hasn't been guaranteed anything yet. You know, if he had some more guarantee from the state, we'd probably be walking away from this because he's asking for it. You know, he's saying, hey, come stay in my hotel, come occupy all these rooms, just pay me for what it's due. If they have an agreement, you know, there's nothing we as a people can really say about it. But if he doesn't have a say, they don't have a guarantee, then he's going to toe the line. You know, he's going to say, hey, I'm not okay with it. So he's in such a weird situation here.
He could play both. He could be on this fence here. He could do it.
That's what I'm saying. But again, if you're thinking of just winning and having your livelihood continue, why risk it? You know?
I have people asking who you are. Who's the guy talking?
My name is Primetime Patriot. I'm a streamer. I stream on Twitch. I'm a small-time guy, but I'm out here. I go to Olympia on the Saturdays. I'm just a patriot.
Can I interview the owner? I have given them my contact information, so we shall see. It's just it's some kid just
You
sitting.
can talk to him, but he won't be on camera. So if you guys don't want to see his face, maybe you could go in there and have an interview. But
It's the kid behind the desk.
yeah, he'll talk to you. I went in there with my phone and whatnot, but he just didn't want to be on camera. So if you pointed away, I'm sure he'd be willing to talk to you.
All right, we'll go do that. This is so riveting.
Yeah, I know. Good luck.
All right, we'll go talk to the kid at the front desk. I definitely do want to talk to the owner. I got his name, his phone number and stuff are private, so I'm gonna talk to the kid. One of my guys called up here earlier asking to talk to the owner or getting the information for me, and the kid wouldn't give it to him. But which I don't blame him. Like, you just talking to somebody over the phone, you have no idea who he is. Interesting. Well, they got that. Smells like they got it. Interesting. Nobody's coming. Bear Bites by Travelodge. Ooh. Not pulling that fire alarm. For those of you who are asking me to earlier. They'll know it's me. Yeah, he's totally hiding. There's media. There was media out here earlier. I'm gonna take a walk around. See what it looks like on the back. Dude's totally hiding. Okay, dumpsters propped open for easy access for the tenants. It's very nice of them. Oh. Oh, there's a bus parked here. That's an RV center. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Well, those rooms are apparently pretty decent. Size anyway. They're long anyway. Stand outside the doors and yell free pizza. Well, they're already giving out free pizza, so looks like thin crust though. Who wants that? Clothes and shoes drop off. Oh, that's nice. Giving back. Well, all right, guys. That's pretty much it. If you guys want to see what happened, just start the stream over here in a couple minutes when it's done processing. It starts off with a couple interviews and talking to him. For those of you just now showing up before I take off, we are in Tacoma, Washington at Travelodge in Tacoma, Washington, where a group of, I guess, 40 homeless individuals came and rented a whole bunch of rooms on Christmas Eve and have decided not to vacate. Hotels were built by colonizers. That's awesome. Just so much dumb. And I had a whole bunch of people. I was out streaming earlier today and had a whole bunch of people telling me to come on down here and check this out. So here I am. Got a 2-hour drive back home. If anybody wants to help me get to DC, go ahead and, help, donate. That'd be awesome. Which I did not put the links in here, so I will after I'm done with the stream. I'll put the links in if you guys want to help out. So, y'all have a wonderful evening. I am going to go home. And y'all have a wonderful night. Oh yeah, PT is still on if you guys want to. They're going to stay here for a little bit, I think. So definitely check them out if you want to. They're good guys. They go out and do the goodness. Oh, hey, wait, one last thing. I love hearing the whole like colonizer crap and the whole, why'd he go home and all that good stuff. So where do the mixed people go? I just have to know. And if you tell people that only indigenous people can stay here, it's really racist because that means all the black people have to go too. And the white people and the Asian people and everybody pretty much, because there's going to be maybe 100,000 people left on this entire continent who even they're not pure blood. So, I mean, I think people should just stop being racist and stop with the whole colonizer and crap. I mean, I'm native German, Irish. Where am I gonna go? I don't know where to go. I choose North Dakota. Like nobody stays. Nobody can stay if they get their dream come true. It's just racist and hilarious. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I saw a Mercedes parked in the front of the hotel. That's the owners. But yes, a lot of them do have cars. There's a few vehicles that I saw out here that are full of items. If you live in Portland or you're from Portland or Seattle even, just drive around. You guys will see vehicles, tons of vehicles that are just totally full of people's stuff. Like a lot of homeless people live in vehicles, have vehicles. I live in the sticks and I have homeless people living there. I will point out that one of the people who came out, who's an organizer or whatever for this thing, said that they don't leave no matter what and they're always here. She left. She's not here anymore. She went home. She said, bye guys, see you tomorrow. So she's a liar. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? A liar leftist. Unbelievable. Something I've never seen before. I've already said what's happened like 100 times. Cheese and crackers. All right, I'll do it again really, really fast. Ready? Here we go. Travel Lodge. Homeless people. Meh, meh. Coalition people, actually, technically. That's their little home base, that door in the middle right there. There's homeless people that are taking over 18 rooms, I think. And they got here on Christmas Eve, and they refused to go. Done. I would totally end the stream with some adrenaline, but my tailbone is quite bruised today due to an unfortunate accident this morning where it met some stairs repeatedly. So my adrenaline is definitely going to be a little lower than anticipated.
This is what they handed out. This is the document this homeless lady received by these people. So you can show your stream. But it basically gives Pierce County Council members, the county auditor and examiner, the mayor of Tacoma, city manager, and then it gives a statement here on how to contact them and let them show their support for Tacoma's housing now. And on the back side there's like a QR code or something. And then if you guys want to scan this.
Oh, look at that.
They got links to documents. There's your QR.
It's got their website or whatever, their Facebook page on there?
It's got their email, TAC Housing. It's got a little link for autofill for their email. It doesn't look like it has anything other than a Gmail contact. which is right here. TAC housing. Hard to see.
Looks legit to me, guys.
So legit.
Do it. Yeah, totally looks legit to me, fellas and ladies. So, I think, yeah. So, anyway, nobody have any other questions? If you guys want questions, I'll hang out for a little bit. If nobody has any questions, I'm tired and I have a long drive. Comment says, ask if you can come up and visit with these folks. Ooh, I tried earlier. I really tried earlier. They were not fond of that. They actually got really privacy oriented. They were not fond of that idea at all. They were not at liberty. That was sensitive information and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, and also for those of you watching on Restreams, you are watching The Common Sense Conservative on YouTube. Feel free to come on over and give us a subscribe and a like, because guess what? Sometimes the Restreamers don't restream my stuff. What am I saying? That's not true. If you're watching a Restream right now, you're definitely going to see me again. However, if you go ahead and come on over to The Common Sense Conservative on YouTube and maybe help support me instead of the guy who's restreaming it in his basement, not ever leaving, going outside and getting cold and wet and pepper balled and, you know, tear gassed and all that good stuff, feel free to come on over to YouTube, The Common Sense Conservative. I'm the only one that really shows up on the searches for now. Come find me. How long until there's a fire in this hotel? I am very sure that there has already been a couple. Yes, Jessica, hit in the elbow. You are correct. God, that hurt. 10 seconds after I said, you know, it's pretty cool. Haven't been hit yet. Oh, I was so angry.
All the streamers out there, make sure you go support this guy. He's out here all the time for us patriots, making sure to report on the ground. So make sure you guys are supporting his page, following his social media, donating if he's got his donations on there. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you out here. Somebody's fucking some guy.
Do what he said. Damn it. Do what he said.
All the social links. Like, follow, subscribe.
That's right. And make sure you also go to PT, because they're also pretty good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The world is crazy, and I agree 100%. Very, very much. You guys are PT News, right?
No. Primetime Patriot.
Wait, say it again.
Primetime
Patriot. Oh, yeah. All right.
PT News is Steve. He's another good guy out there.
Yeah, we don't talk to Steve. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not Jake. Primetime Patriot. Go. Subscribe. They go out there and they put their lives on the line too, guys. They get in the middle of stuff all the time. How do you send 55 cents? Through PayPal. The CS Conservative. That would be it. So you can find me on all Venmo, Cash App, all that good stuff at the CS Conservative. And I'll take 55 cents. Oh, I like Jake. Jake's all right. I was watching one of Steve's restreams the other day, and him and Jake were going back and forth a little bit. Of course, Jake couldn't hear Steve at all, but it was all because Steve just didn't want him to hug him. It was cute. I giggled a lot, I'll be honest. No, I don't have beef with anybody. I like everybody. Proud of your boy. I don't know what that means. So, you tell me to tell people things. It's weird. What do I think about Jake egging on the police and calling them communists? Hey, like, I fully understand backing the blue dying. I get it. There's a lot of really angry people out there. There's a lot of really angry people that the police do not protect or serve. There's a lot of angry people out there that are angry at the cops. The cops will arrest a conservative walking across the street, and yet they'll sit and they'll have 30 officers watching one conservative getting bats to the head by Antifa and not do anything about it. So, like, I get it. I understand the anger and animosity that is coming from the right towards the cops. I get it. I think some people take it a little far, but I understand it. I can appreciate it. Technically, it's a lodge, not a hotel or a motel. It is a lodge. It is a lodge for travel, hence Travel Lodge. And it is by Wyndham, which I remember when Wyndham was the brand. If I owned the motel, no, this would not happen. So, funny story. Back in the olden days, in another life, I used to manage a hotel in Salem, actually. It was horrible. My job was to turn it into a Days Inn to make it a franchise. So lots of upgrades, stuff like that. My first week there, I found over 1,000 hypodermic needles in the parking lot. Good times. Across the street from my hotel was a Motel 6. That Motel 6 had cops in there every other week doing meth lab busts. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. And of course, after they would, sell their meth or whatever out of Motel 6, they'd come over to my parking lot, and that's where they'd, be smoking and shooting heroin and all sorts of other horrible, wonderful, crazy things. And absolutely nuts. But my hotel, I literally, I would go and I would check off every room every day. And if anybody was squatting or anything like that, I actually had a really good relationship with some of the homeless people. No joke. I had homeless people come in the first of the month. They'd come in, get a hotel. I'd be straight up and I'd be like, these are the rules. If you abide by these rules, you can be here. If you cannot, I will have you arrested. And I had a few people arrested, but for the most part, these people came in and they were clean and no drugs, no paraphernalia, nothing. It's just, there's no excuse. I've been to some hotels in my traveling where I'm just like, bro, this is not acceptable by any measure. Have some standards, have some pride. Come on. And, it's just, this is bad. I would not allow this at all. Pull the fire alarm. They would know. They would know it was me. Just noticed this. I'm gonna go check this out. Laws are off the table. Well, I don't think you're far off base there. Hey, guest laundry and ice. It's cool. The washers and dryers are not working. That's too bad. Who'da thunk? Ice machine works though. Alright. Cool. You'd figure they'd have to have a credit card to get in. You'd figure. Oh, I don't touch anything. You better believe it. I touch nothing. Besides, my wife usually watches this, and she's yelled at me for getting too close to people. So, if I were to touch anything, oh gosh. It'd be a long drive home. She would tell me that I did bad, and I'd feel sorry. Oh God, she's watching. See? Look at that. Told you. Thank you, Bella. So, I'm gonna... Carrie, I am unable to answer that question. I apologize. But, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I already had a little bit of Rona, so I'm okay. You know what's super funny though about me having Corona? So check this out. I can't really say this because I don't know. The Gestapo might come get me. But I was filming, okay? And I was downtown Portland, and this dude yelled at me for having my mask off. And so, jokingly, I go, no. Come to find out. Yeah, I was fine. Just kidding. I was fine. I was totally fine. I never got the virus. I never got the vid, as we say in the hood. You know, all of us hood people down here in Tacoma at the Travel Lodge. I have never tested positive for coronavirus. Come on, people. I'm just pretty sure I had the symptoms. Just kidding. Or am I? See, now you guys will just never know. And to think I was going to like end this stream like half hour ago. You guys would just be missing out. You guys have nothing better to do than hang out with me at the Travel Lodge by Wyndham with the free wireless internet, low weekly rates, truckers welcome, fridge and microwave, continental breakfast, which technically is false advertising, and I believe everybody should sue. Because you don't get breakfast at hotels anymore. Sometimes you can get a little paper bag of, you don't even know what it is. A moldy orange, a cookie. Thank you, Indigo. I try to be a good guy. It's all about honesty, right? Like, I can joke around. Do I trust Pence on January 6th? I don't know if it's really a trust issue. I do know that the majority of the Proud Boys, from what I've heard, are staying home and they're going to their state capitals. And I know that most of the other Patriot groups are also doing the same. And I believe that there's going to be a lot of normies going to DC on January 6th, and that they're going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. And that sucks. I think that's the part that's going to just suck. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be lots of cool people going. I'm just afraid that it's going to be a repeat of the first one. Where people were getting picked off at night. There's not going to be the organization that there was last time. You know, if you guys keep donating and helping me out and stuff, I'm going to try to get there on the 20th. I think that's going to be crazy. It's going to be a party for sure, one way or another. So, like, thank you to everybody who has donated. YouTube and Facebook have killed me, like, bad. So the only way I'm going to be able to go anywhere is if with your guys' help, to be honest. I don't like asking and stuff like that, but if you want me, I appreciate you. Hey, it's totally fine. That's one of the reasons why I'm definitely not going on the 6th. And there's no way I can afford it, but on the 20th, you know, that gives some time, put some time out, that maybe I'll be able to get some odd jobs and maybe do some side work or something and raise a little bit so I can get down there. That's my goal anyway. That is my goal. As it is, I have people helping out with hotel and stuff. I'm gonna help save some money so I can, you know, do that. It's mainly just the airfare and food that I gotta figure out. So, you know, part of it's already helped. But yeah, you guys are amazing. Why am I standing in cold? Well, I came down here to give you guys some breaking news and show you some hardcore stuff, and it just kind of fizzled out. So now we're just having a conversation, chit-chatting, showing you guys this 5-star hotel. Thanks, Mr. Bill. Checking out this 5-star hotel here and Travel Lodge by Wyndham. I definitely suggest if you are traveling through Tacoma or Fife, go ahead and stop on by here, take a picture so you guys can be like, hey, I was there, and then drive off as quickly as you can. Try to go anywhere possibly else at least until this little situation gets taken care of. Hopefully I'll be able to get a hold of the owner of the hotel. That'd be awesome. It's definitely what I would like to do, is get a hold of the owner, chat with the owner, see if there's stuff that people can do to help. See if if he really even wants help. There's rumors going both directions on where the owner sits, so I think it'd be really good to find out, solid. I can definitely tell you that this is not currently an Antifa occupied area. They might be Antifa sympathizers, but these are like really just people who want to just, honestly, they're misguided souls. They want to help the homeless people, and there's a lot of like really weird stuff about it. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, it's not, there was a lot of people saying that it was a big Antifa thing. I mean, it's a lefty thing for sure. And it's very illegal and very bad what they were doing for sure. But, I mean, there's not a bunch of masked little ninjas running around here beating people up. So, there is that. So I can put that rumor to bed. Let's see if the kid's in the office. There's people in the office. I don't think the employee is actually here. Has he been out to help you at all?
Yeah, he's been out. I was just waiting for my cousin. I'll be back to the place out of that.
Just wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Not today, man. I'm sorry. I'm exhausted.
You've had a lot of it today?
I'm exhausted.
Are you with the news?
Yeah, I'm a reporter.
I need you right now.
Okay.
Okay, I got police brutality. I got police brutality here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I came here on dead military husband, and he got taken from here, came up missing from here. And this is our last duty station, Sub-Base Banger. We've had a lot of controversy in the news with the submarines doing export from San Francisco. Before I came here, I've been victimized in this state a lot. And me and my husband, I have murder attempts on me. I'm a registered crime victim here. So before I came here, because I've had so much police brutality, I decided to basically pawn off my car. Because I knew before I left here, I'd be assaulted, almost, however they could try to kill me. So then, after I lost my car with military insurance, everything was completely legal. I got booked in by Point Police Department Officer Drew, and he told me he was going to shoot my dog in the head, she tried to get away. He took her service collars, her service tags to travel. I then became, after they did an investigation and found out there was nothing wrong with me, basically, he didn't check me in with my Louisiana ID. I had a travel affidavit that was notarized and military documents. So, when we went to court, they had basically kind of a weirdo social worker, and he was trying to say, if you can help me, I'll help you. And I said, what resources do you have? Not knowing that I've been in this community a long time, and I know all the resources. And basically, at the end of the day, if you're nice to me, and I'm nice to you, I said, I'm not going to be nice to you. Like, what do you have to offer? He didn't have anything. Only he could say it was a shelter. Ain't nobody want to go to a shelter, and I can't go to a shelter with my service dog. Now, if you don't have the tags, you can't go at all. So they made me basically homeless in Tacoma, walk around with a dog, crime victim. Everywhere you go, they try to push you out into the street. That's not okay. Luckily, because of being a crime victim and working federally on the reservations and everything for so the ones that don't, it's really bad. But this, I hadn't given any of my information to anybody. I had to work with Pat. Because of my income, I get disqualified for basically anything but one person. So since August, I haven't received any kind of help. They've actually been very rude and very non-professional, abusive, and they haven't done anything for me. I've done it myself. I paid for all my things, and today they were telling me they couldn't get a fax. They've been faxed 3 times. I had to have other people start calling, and she hangs up on me, hangs up on me, hangs up on me. And so my friends start calling, she started being rude, and then I had to go to St. Leo's just to try to receive a fax from Idaho, because you're supposed to go there in person to sign for your dog's tags, so that's where I originally got. So now, not having any of that, I haven't got any resources. They give me vouchers, they give you all these places to go to use as a resource, and none of them are open. The one person that I can go to, because she was being so awful, Jessica Hall, my path provider, or my social worker. I decided to try to go get one of the associated ministries, and I had already gone through 211, and since I initiated with her, that's where I got to stay. So now, today, somebody decided to call where my friend had housing, and they said I had to leave today because they would get evicted if I was there, because I don't live there, this house. So basically, leave it no way, so you get pushed out into the street. That's not fucking okay.
Are you staying here?
I was trying to. I was calling my cousin. Because their housing person had said that I had to be out with my dog. Now, in the elements that it is, she doesn't have any gear to be outside, shoes or clothes or whatever, and she doesn't have tags to check into hotels for her paperwork. That's what I've been trying to receive. So what has my social worker done for me? Absolutely nothing.
Are you aware that there's a group of people that actually commandeered rooms
That's why
here?
I came here, because I saw it on the news this morning.
Have you been up there and talked to the people who were doing it?
I just got here off the bus because the housing person that they live with and the housing over here said that I can't come back, but they let my dog stay there one day, and I'm trying to receive a fax through St. Leo for my medical stuff because my social worker said, oh, she couldn't get it. They saved and said it was sent 4 times.
Do you know where to go to get a room? I could show you which one it is.
To where?
The people who took over all the rooms and stuff?
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah, come on over. I'll show you. I'm a horrible person. I'm okay with it. See, the problem is they're going to send her away. All right, so right over here. Yeah.
I wish I guys can get everything I'm trying to work with the VA. I had run into Hewitt can do it, and he said, all this stuff with the police and stuff is just not right. And I said, you're telling me? I've been stabbed through the neck and everything.
So those on the 2nd floor, you see those guys standing there? They're the ones you want to talk to.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, you bet.
What
CSE.
what's that?
It's an independent news company. I'm actually bigger than any of the Oregon news companies there are. I have more people that follow and subscribe than any of those guys. And
So are you into conspiracy?
am I into computers?
Conspiracy.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy. No, not really.
So now they're not allowing anybody to check into Washington hotels with Washington IDs because of this that I heard. So good thing I have out-of-state refugee Louisiana.
Well, they should. I mean, they've got like 18 rooms in here with people in them. They should help you out. They won't.
Somewhere, the funding's going somewhere because it's not being appropriated, so it's being misappropriated.
That's right.
That's too bad. My husband is bad, and I'm a
It's not good. Slip her 100 to the fire alarm. I don't know where she's going. It's weird. Looks like prime time or interviewing.
Mostly for
like sales applicant, there's an organization I'd like to start, helping people, actually work while they're on this side of the bridge. But that's just my own, you know what I'm saying, my own dream, my own hope. I'm here to support, you know what I'm saying, support housing now, if you supported us.
So are you, then in your support, are you willing to stay here even if they don't get their demands met? Are you willing to occupy the space?
Whatever they ask me to do, considering that they stuff in that south for me, I'm willing to do it for them too.
Are you currently employed or are you non-employed?
No, when I came out here, I was employed. But you know what a private car driver is? A private car driver?
I don't.
They escort the big heavyweight cars.
Little cars, driving the
Yeah.
cars around town or whatnot.
Yeah, and so it's off season right now, and so pretty much I don't have work at the moment. Plus I have to move down further down south to continue the job. So
If they had worked here at the hotel for you, would you do it?
yeah.
And are they offering any other services or anything?
None of them right now, like food and everything like that, but they'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Like even if they kick us out of this place, they're still on now, so we'll be there every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? To get us food and help support the clothes and whatever.
A lot of people feel your sympathy for what you're going through, but they also feel, you know, the building owner and the people who run the business. And I know it's a hard scenario to outweigh here. And not a lot of people are really on your side.
It's not really so much to get. It's not really so much to get the business owners. You know what I'm saying? They want the money on the cake. They want the city though to appropriate the funds. You know what I'm saying? To us. Like again, there are so many different housing situations that are open that are public fees, but like as far as the city goes, they lied about that from the get-go. From the second that we got in there, they said that they're saying that we had access to water, to washing machines, and dryers, and showers, and it was a month or so before they got started. More importantly, they were saying they were hiring people to counsel us that had no actual, you know what I'm saying, like education or background to actually help us as counselors. Instead of, like you said, hiring us or finding jobs to help us, like actually get back into society, they were too busy creating all these outside jobs and funneling out the money everywhere. To the city that the white tent across that goes up over the tents, which are not tents anymore, they're townhouses. They were tents when we first got there. But that structure alone, $760,000 a year it cost them to rent that structure over the tents. When they could have just given us all, you know what I'm saying, basic situations for a hotel or anything of that nature. But instead they would rather waste almost $1 million for the tent over the tent.
If somebody offered you work right now, would you take it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the people that are watching right now, if they wanted to reach out to you for an opportunity to get you off the streets, how could people reach out to you besides reaching out to this organization directly? How could they get a hold of you?
I have an email. It's NIEMJO83@gmail.com.
So if you're actively willing to take a job right now to get off the streets and stop occupying this person's building, if you had the choice.
Yeah, actually, definitely so. I also wanted to start a program that would employ people for picking up the garbage. Got junk truck cars, but if anybody wants to support me, that I'm saying that as well.
It's interesting. We heard a lady say the same exact thing earlier. She had said that she was looking to pay people like $20 to pick up garbage around here as like a community project for the homeless, and she was a part of the homeless, and you're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I think she took my idea, but anyway, that's okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I worked for, before all this, I was a CNA. I worked for adults with developmental disability, and I put them back in the community as working class citizens, so whatever their faults were, you know what I'm saying, I looked at those and I either created a job for them or found a job for them to work. And being on this side, I mean, I wasn't typically put out here like most people were, you know what I'm saying? It was domestic violence, so it wasn't so much that I had given up on life, because I was trying to find, you know what I'm saying, a way. So when I started seeing how people were working and what people were doing and then how they made money, you know what I'm saying, it's plausible for everybody to be able to make money, because the government just doesn't let it happen, because, well, Tacoma, they're funded by us. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this money has been donated, all these renovations, everything that's been going up, and it's not a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? If homelessness was not such an epidemic here, the city wouldn't have that much money. So why in the world, why if my kids' pensions were based on, you know what I'm saying, homelessness being a thing, why would I ever want it to end? You know what I'm saying? And most people don't think of it that way, because they think, oh, well, we want to help and everybody wants to help. But if my kids' college education is dependent on whether or not I have a job, I'm not going to end that job.
So how do you feel then about the individuals here that are close to losing their jobs, like the owner of the business or the consumers that are working behind the counter?
What I feel like is that unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, they get to feel exactly what the government should just pay them. You understand what I'm saying? They have the money, they have the funds. The government has that money to pay these people.
You want them to feel it.
Now, but I don't want them to feel it because they have jobs and they have families and they have, you know what I'm saying, the owner of this business they have.
The other lady is
Well, I
upstairs
get it, but then what
talking to the people at the door now.
You know what I'm saying? Where is the catalyst of it? Again, I'm not saying that I want anything bad to happen to them because I sure didn't want anything bad to happen to me. But
Something bad does happen to them as a result.
and it happened to me.
And
though.
it may bring them down a peg to
Right, but it happened to me. So
your
now,
level.
who do I go against? You guys can come to us to ask us questions, you know what I'm saying, about why or how we feel. But then who gets to come, you know what I'm saying, in my defense for the people that drove me out my job? And it sucks, you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's got to stop somewhere. And maybe, hopefully, if this starts the conversation, then we can make the next group of people, you know what I'm saying, not have to suffer. But until, you know what I'm saying, then I don't know what else to do. I mean, we've been knocking at the door, you know what I'm saying, banging on the doors, trying to get somebody to help, you know what I'm saying, for years and years and years. And if this is what it takes to get everybody to start at least talking about it, then that's all I can ask for. I would hope that it was before, you know what I'm saying, anybody actually loses anything else, but don't know what else to do.
Do you know of any direct communication between the state officials or city officials that is going on right now? Or
Yeah, well, I don't really know so much about it. The head ups know a lot more about that because they're actually in the rooms. I don't know if they would want to talk to you, but they're on the second floor.
So if you gotta go talk to somebody here, do you have like a direct point of contact that you specifically have here that you would say is like your go-to?
This is the guys on the second
door,
floor.
Just knock on the door essentially at this point.
Yeah, let me see what they say. And then if not, I don't know when we have our next, like the next rally or whatnot, or whatever, but I would just get a hold of Tacoma Housing now. Or if you guys have like a card or something like that, I can give it to when they run drop off food, I can give it
I have
to
their contact.
Okay.
I have a sheet of paper.
Okay, yeah, then I'll make sure that I give it to them. Yeah.
well, we appreciate your time and thank you for letting us know some of your insights.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you much.
Are you gonna leave the contact information just like at the door?
Oh,
Or?
I have their contact information.
Oh, you have theirs. Okay, okay. All right. Thank you.
You bet. So it's funny is that I don't know, I think I might have turned away too quick, but in there, in that room there was young, able-bodied individuals in that room. So that must be their second base of operations. So for those of you wondering, so the lady I told to come up here and check them out, she's up there now telling her story. And no, I saw the comment. We don't just report the news, we make the news. I do not make the news. I was helping a nice person who was telling me her story. And I'm nice. I'm a nice guy. It's hard for me to like just be rude to people, even if they're like gacked out of their mind and stuff, which you should go watch the documentary I did on homelessness because you can see that. It's super funny. But so I was like, hey, I can pawn her off to this guy. Yay. Learn to stop judging. Nope, I can't do it. People are to be judged. That is life. That is what exists. You look at people and you can judge them. It's perfectly okay to judge people. Especially when you do your research and you can actually judge them intelligently and intellectually. I think somebody asked her if her insurance covers drone strikes. No, we don't. Nope. Oh, there's a helmet. There's a helmet going down right there. Uh-oh, it looks like Antifa might be representing after all. Oh my gosh, did they lie to us again? Oh my goodness. Look. Helmet and skinny jeans, all black. What does that tell you? Gestapo. That's what that tells you. Gestapo. Fascists, Nazis, Antifa. Same thing. So, yep. Well, I guess those nice, friendly, kind people lied to us, guys. There are homeless people here. However, it's not homeless people commandeering all of the other rooms. It is homeless people commandeering some of the rooms, and like that one right there. Look at me judging. Purple hair and black clothing. Obviously homeless. And yeah, but over here we do have some militant style homeless, not homeless, Antifa people. Besides, I mean, okay, all joking aside, everybody already is fully aware that Antifa uses homeless people, homeless population, homeless camps, and so on as recruiting tools and recruiting camps, essentially. If you go to any event or rally or whatever in Portland or Seattle, you will notice that you will see Antifa just full of homeless people. And yeah, so like there's no pretending here. There's no pretending what this is, what the real goal and all that stuff is. It's indoctrination. They're recruiting. It's a bad deal. And the city's allowing it to happen. This is a private property. This is a small business owner. From all reports that I've heard so far, he called the police. The police said they're going to negotiate. We're in Fife, or Tacoma, Washington. Travel Lodge. And it is currently being occupied. I think it's 18 rooms. Currently being occupied by homeless people and or Antifa leftists. Kind of hard to say it's not an Antifa thing when you see a masked ninja walking through with a helmet on. So skinny jeans and a helmet, all black. I mean, come on. Can't pull the wool over this old dog's eyes. You know what I'm saying? Negotiating with terrorists. That's the new policy for the West Coast. It's what we do here on the West Coast, guys. We negotiate with terrorists. We're all about it. I just heard a yeet over here from one of these individuals from Prime Time. All right. There we go. Nope, I didn't sign off yet. That was fun. How far is Seattle from here? Oh, about another 45 minutes. Well, not that far. We're fairly close to Seattle. We're halfway between Olympia and Seattle here. About 2 hours away from my home. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun. Lots of giggles. Good times. Happy joy. I'm just keeping an eye out for these Antifa sympathizers. The helmet boy. Oh, there they are over there. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bounce. We're walking through the RVs. 99.9% sure you're going to find some F the police and F12 stuff over there, so that's cool. They're so sneaky. All right. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you all for everybody who donated. Try to get me to C-Town or to DC on the 20th. I appreciate all of you, and I will see y'all again. Signing off at the Travel Lodge by Wyndham.